back with the steam engine, and I think I got a cam for us. And basically, found this guy in my scrap pile. No idea what engine he's off of. I had 3 more mowers like this, but I don't remember tearing them down. So maybe I did, and I got it out of there. I can't find the blocks. It's over there behind the 3-wheeled bike. So I don't know. It doesn't look. It's a little bit bent, but not like the other one. The other one's horrible. So I think I'll go with this. So here's the steam engine. Haven't already seen it. You know. Yeah, the crank's off, or the crankcase is open. But I'm gonna take that off and see if our cam works. And I just thought maybe YouTube would be kind of interested, and that kind of hurt in me taking it off. Like I said, this is kind of a mock-up, not truly built up yet, but get the idea across. Washer, bolt, flywheel, washer that I put on there, and it seems like it's finally gotten seated well. And finally, that popped right off. I should have known it would. The open crank and engine. So this is obviously a small engine. It's 4 horse, I think. It's off of that green lawnmower day. You can't see it anyway. It's just off of one of those cheapy $100 lawnmowers from Walmart. And basically, I'm going to try to find, there's the dot for timing these things. So, let me turn the engine over to where the dot is horizontal. Yep, okay, dot is horizontal. A little bit less. And here is mine. And I've never timed a plastic cam before, and I figure it's either that dot, or what makes more sense to me is that it's this dip that I found earlier. I don't know where it went. There, that dip right there. See? So, I'm going to try the dip and see if that works. It looks like it might actually be the right kind of cam. Doesn't have to be timed to see if it'll work. So, I think this is out of that other mower I had. Let me see if it... You know what would be easier? We'll set it on the window seal thing. There we go. And nothing's seating quite right. Yeah, I think that'll work. So now, I guess what I gotta do is put the valve lifters back in, and then just use some quick steel or something like that to build up the lobes. Yeah, I think it'll work. Sure doesn't sit in there real nice. There is some play. You can tell this is off of different mowers. Let me try to get more light on that. Yeah. I was just seeing if it had a lot of play. Has some. Doesn't sit flush with the gear neither. But I guess I should ought to reseat these valves, but I'm trying to make this a no money project. And so that's why I'm subjecting myself to such a little mower. What would be great is to use a Model 25 or Model 28, which that's a 28's a 12.5 horse, 25's 11.5, and I got 11 outside. But here's what that would look like, and that would be much more fun to play with. Anyhow, though, now I know. And do you like where my oil stained? Had it drain out all over it, and it's just gonna stay there, I do believe. The oil doesn't seem like it wants to come off, because I did try to clean it a bit, but it won't matter too much. This is on the inside. And then other thing I gotta do, here's the pull start for it, which it actually looks like I'll be able to leave the pull start on, which will be awful nice. Although, it would be neat to be able to show. I don't know what I'll do. I might take it off since I have such a big flywheel. I can get it started by hand easily. But here's the crankcase cover. It's obviously a lawnmower engine. I haven't cleaned it yet. It's full of crud. I don't know what that little U thing is down there. It's raised. I've never noticed that before. Anyhow, so I might later, if this engine works, rip it back open and convert it to a quote-unquote horizontal shaft engine, which means plugging this, widening this, plugging this, and cutting a port up there for the oil. Then the other thing you would have to do, if this mower even has it, I don't think it does. Yeah, most of them have a drain back, but since this is such a cheaply built mower by Briggs, I was very disappointed in how cheaply built this engine is. I mean, look at the bearings on it. And a lot of people say this just because I have the crankcase cover off. It wiggles like that with it on. But at least, there's what I was looking for. It's on this side. It's the drain. Plug that up, but I don't know if I will. It's an interesting view. The inside of the piston. There, I got to see an engine work from the inside. Anyhow, I think I'll get working on that. And if I get some quick steel, let me put this back together so I don't lose the parts. If I get me some quick steel today, I'll do an update and show you what the lobes look like all doctored up. Then I'll file them, and after filing, it's on to probably building up the exhaust port, because I've decided, I'm not exactly sure yet, but it would be much easier to use the intake port as the exhaust, and the exhaust as the intake, simply because the fact that I have threads here and don't on the, that was loud, don't on the intake. But I kind of really wanted to go for the steam puffing out look of the holes. So I might leave this alone and try to build me a intake. The original intake was, let's see if I can find it for you. 2-horse Briggs. I got too many engines. Not enough, actually. Here's the parts for it. Got your head, valve lifters. They're the same size lifter on this engine. Splasher, which will go back in, I've decided. I'm looking for, what am I looking for? I can't even remember now. Oh, intake manifold. It ain't in here. Isn't there? Not on my water-cooled engine I'm working on. Let me just check over here, and then it's all considered a lost cause. This is my friend's Fast Suzuki's air engine. It's already built, or converted. But, he hasn't sealed this up good. Air filter, governor, that's all off of this engine. I'll call it a lost cause. It was cracked real bad anyway. But there's the steam engine update.